Hi everyone. If you're new here, my name's Luann, and I am going through my grief journey. I have lost several people in my life. I lost my husband, which was the hardest loss, in March of 2020. My dad in 2013. My mom last year just had the anniversary on March 9th for 1 year. I've had two dogs that I've put down over the last year as well. And yeah, it's just been a journey for me. I don't sugarcoat my feelings or try to tell you that things are going to get better quickly or anything like that. Um, I try to be open and honest. I don't like that angle. He looks huge. um, but yeah, it's just been. I didn't do a video last week, and I apologize for that. I should have said something. Um, I just have been busy with volunteering, and I hired a trainer, so I've been working out at the gym. And with my mom's 1 year anniversary 3 days ago, it just wasn't a good time for me. And I know I'm supposed to be sharing my journey with you, but sometimes I just don't feel it's appropriate. And this was one of those weekends that I really struggled. And um, I ugly cry. So, as you all have seen, if you've seen any of my videos, but sometimes the crying is not just a cry like I do on here for y'all to be kind of honest and open. Sometimes I really have sobbing cries, and I have been dealing with that for a couple weeks actually. Um, March 23rd is going to be 3 years since I've lost my husband, and March 16th is my dad's birthday, and of course, March 9th is the day that I lost my mom. So, March is really not easy for me. But I wanted to come on here and tell you that I'm okay and that grief sucks. And I go to a veterans organization. I'm not going to name which one. But there's a couple there that I sat with the other night, and I was talking to them. They asked me how I lost my husband, and I was talking to them about it and telling them how I'd been a caregiver for 6 years for my husband and taken care of him and made doctor's appointments and tests and all that stuff. Got everything done that I could for him. And I saw the guy's eyes get funny, and he told me that he had lost his wife. It was 4 years on March 9th. So it was March 9th I was talking to him. And I could see my reflection in his eyes. And I'm like, is that what people see when they talk to me? Because his eyes, the pain I could see and I could recognize in that man's eyes, and how he had been a caregiver for his wife. His wife had beaten cancer twice and then had early onset Alzheimer's, not in her 60s, and sad. And he's with another woman. They're not married, but I recognize the eyes because it's what I see in the mirror, and it kind of caught me off guard, but then it gave me mad respect for that guy because he is the life of the party. He laughs all the time, and he really is a fun person, and it gives me hope. But then when you talk about things, I see exactly what I see in myself when I'm crying. And I told him, The next time I saw him on the 9th, and I think I saw him again on the 10th or 11th. Maybe it was the 11th. No, it would have been the 10th. Sorry. I'm trying to juggle in my brain. He was at the organization, and I went to I think it was a fish fry, but I missed the fish fry and went to play darts or something. I don't remember, but anyway, I told him, I'm like, I just want you to know that I have mad respect for you, because you're living your life. And he's like, I really appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that, because it's not easy. He's like, and I know exactly how you're feeling. And I'm like, and I know exactly how you're feeling. You are 1 year ahead of me, and his is in March too. And it's like, man, it's just, I don't know. It's just not easy, and nothing will ever make you forget the pain. I mean, he's in a healthy relationship with another person, but they also have 2 homes. She has her home, and she said, I spend, like 80% of my time at his house, but I still like to go home. And he likes his space too sometimes. And I'm like, I get it, because to make a commitment to someone else, I mean, they're late 60s, maybe early 70s, but still very active and don't look their age at all. And I understand him not wanting to make that leap, that commitment, because if something happens again, it's going to hurt again. And I get that. I can see it in his eyes. I see it in my own. So I will never tell you it's going to get easier. Does it lessen? Yes. You aren't sad and crying every day. If you're in your first year, maybe even your second year, you're going to do a lot of crying, and that's okay. Don't ever let anybody tell you that that's not okay. And if you found love again 6 months later, a month later, a year later, good for you. That doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make your love that you had for your spouse any less. I'm just sharing my journey and how I feel and what I'm going through, so that if you are going through any of the things that I'm going through, it's normal, because you can go through a lot of grief counseling and you can do group and all of that stuff. But if someone's not experiencing what you're experiencing, you feel you're doing something wrong. So my journey is my own. Your journey is your own. And I don't want you to ever compare what I'm going through to what you're going through. Like, oh my God, I'm not there. I don't feel that. You don't have to. What I'm trying to do is share my journey with you, so that if there are similarities, you see them and they're normal. That's my goal for my channel, is to just share my story. Yes, I am almost 3 years out. Yes, it has lessened for me. It's not as painful, but there are days when grief is there and it's kicking my ass, and I don't know if I can survive the day. Plain and simple truth. I don't know if I will survive the day. And I'll turn to praying or getting out and taking a walk or something, just to change my mindset to focusing on something else. Go work on a puzzle. Go crochet something, work on that. Go play a video, a game on my computer or on my phone. Watch a movie, something. Just to get my brain to work on something else, because grief is nasty. Grief is debilitating. Grief is the worst depression imaginable. And it says things to you, and it makes you doubt your ability to move through the day. I'm not going to say move on, because that's not what we're doing. But you're just trying to survive the day. And I always, in my mind, tell myself, you can't make a final decision on a temporary mood, a temporary situation. You have to realize that grief is going to get a grip on you. It's going to hold on tight. And if you can't change and do something, get out of bed, get out of your house, go for a walk. You have to do these things to survive, because it will eat you alive. And I've learned that. And there are days I have been like, I don't want to go on anymore. I don't want to be here anymore without my husband. So just know that is part of it. That is normal. It's normal for me anyway. I can have bad days. I cried at work to a couple different people because I just had a tough day. And it's okay. Like, people may think, oh my God, she's crazy, or here she goes again, whatever. I really don't care, because if I hold this stuff inside, it eats at me. And grief is horrible. Horrible. And I truly wouldn't wish this on anyone, ever. And I know that they say that, well, now that you've experienced it, you can share your story with others that are just experiencing it or are about to experience it, because nothing can prepare you for it. Nothing prepares you. I don't care. You can talk to widows all day long. Until you are one, you are not prepared. You can have a will, and you can have life insurance, and you can have a plan, and you can have this, and you can have that. And then it happens, and none of that really matters. Yes, you prepared for it. Yes, you're taking care of things. Yes, that's great. There isn't an insurance policy for grief. There isn't a will that says, okay, you get to grieve 1 year and you're done. Or you have to wear black for 6 months. There is no rules. There is no rhyme or reason. It just fights you all along the way. And it's now part of your life. And you just make space for it. And when it hits you, you got to have a good cry. Whether you're at work, whether you're driving down the road, it doesn't matter. You got to let it go, and you got to let it run its course, and then you pick yourself up and you get going again. I think I've cried more from Thanksgiving to... I haven't cried today. And I didn't cry yesterday. I would say that I've cried more since Thanksgiving to today than I did from January to Thanksgiving of last year. I should take that back. It's April. I would say April to Thanksgiving is okay for me. It's when I hit those holidays and the first of the year, and then February was the you get 6 months to live. March was when he died. Just, it takes me through probably 4 months of, not a good time. So rough periods. But once April comes along, I'm through the days and I get to start spring, my birthday, Memorial Day, and then summer, and I keep myself busy because it doesn't get dark till like 9:30 at night. So I can get out and do things, and it's okay to be out when it's light, do walking, whatever. Oh, sorry. It's been a long day. Worked out with my trainer today, and he put me through it, so a little sore and tired. So but yeah, I'm okay. I'm just gonna have some rough weeks, and I promise you that if I don't do a video on a Sunday, I will from now on tell you, because I don't want you to worry, don't want you to think bad things, because honestly, I would not do that. Have I come close? Yes, in the beginning. Oh my Lord, not gonna lie, came close a few times, more than a few. So just please don't make a permanent decision on a temporary feeling. It's always been said it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And what another thing that was said to me was, if you were so consumed by grief and you actually did take your life, you're in turn causing that pain that you're feeling on someone else. You're inflicting that purposely on someone else. And that person, I have 2 children and a grandchild. If I did something like that, my children would be devastated. And I wouldn't want that for my kids or my granddaughter. So that's another reason to fight for it. Fight for my life. To be, just get out and do the things that I want to do. So that's my message this week. Try to stay positive. Try to stay busy. It's key. Busy. So I hope that you guys had a great week. I hope that you have a wonderful week ahead. And just please, if you need someone to talk to, reach out to me, because I will answer messages. I'll look at them. Anything you need, just ask. And we can talk about it. If you have something you want to ask me, see if I've dealt with it, then leave a message below. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell notifications so you know when I do a video. Because sometimes I will do one during the week, but I'm trying to do every single Sunday. So have a great week, y'all.